Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Experience Oskaloosa presents Pink Friday. This Friday, November 22nd. Doors open at 10 a.m. in Oskaloosa at Untamed Nutrition, Stepping Stones and Eagle's Nest, Stella's Salon and Boutique, Shop Gen Miracle, Salvage Designs, Muse Music Store, LaRue and Company, Hunter's Gifts and Cafe, Aesthetics by Lily, Brushed by Jude, Book Vault, Betsy's Boutique, and Barn Swallow Flowers. Check out these stores for more details. Pink Friday is a nationwide event dedicated to celebrating and supporting small and local businesses. And be sure to sign up for the Pink Friday giveaway basket valued at over $700. Experience Oskaloosa with Pink Friday this Friday starting at 10 a.m. Enchanted Events, located just south of Sigourney off Highway 149, is the perfect venue to host a wedding, graduation, reunions, and so much more. They can seat up to 500 guests. There's bridal and groom rooms, a large bar, and more. For more inquiries, contact Mel or Chelsea, or email enchantedeventsvenue@gmail.com, or find more information at enchantedeventsvenue.com. The Brooklyn Opera House in Brooklyn, Iowa presents live music on Wednesday, November 27th at 7 p.m. with Jake Simon and Blake Jack. Tickets are $25 in advance or $30 at the door. For more information, call 641-522-2424 or use the QR code on the screen. It's two of Iowa's finest country music acts, Jake Simon and Blake Jack. Wednesday, November 27th at the Brooklyn Opera House. Betsy's Boutique at 105 High Avenue West in Oskaloosa has uniquely different women's clothing from casual to dressy and everything in between. Betsy's biggest sale of the year is Small Business Saturday, November 30th, starting that day at 9 a.m. with their biggest discounts of the year, doorbusters, and giveaways to the first 100 customers to check out. Don't miss Small Business Saturday, November 30th at Betsy's Boutique, 105 High Avenue West, Oskaloosa. Stop into Barnwired in Sigourney the week of Thanksgiving. Monday, November 25th, get $1 off any fall drink. Tuesday, the 26th, fill a drink carrier for just $20, 16-ounce size only. Wednesday, 50% off all regular pottery. Closed on Thanksgiving. Then on Black Friday, November 29th, buy one, get one on all Christmas ornaments. And Saturday, November 30th, purchase a Corksicle mug and get a free specialty coffee on us of equal size to the mug. Stop into Barnwired the week of Thanksgiving on the south side of the square in Sigourney.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
I am your host, Steve Shetler. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you. Welcome in. It is the morning wake up, a Friday edition on this Thursday, November 21st. We are hanging out on a Friday morning. Hopefully you're off to a good start on this Friday. We got a lot to get to. We do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor here on the morning wake up. Get into Brothers Market for all your grocery needs in Sigourney, Iowa. Of course, savings are always made simple at Brothers Market. You can get more information, more deals, more rewards at shopbrothersmarket.com and by downloading the app. It's a smart way to shop. We thank Brothers Market on the west side of the square in Sigourney. We also are, of course, broadcasting from the Oski Dental Studios, and you can schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan at 641-673-4845. Accepting new patients, going to file your insurance forms for you at Oski Dental. They are a Delta dental provider, and you can find them at 902 South 17th Street, Oskaloosa. We thank Oski Dental. We thank Brothers Market for being huge parts of our morning wake-up here on Steve Shetler Media. Let's jump into our weekend weather. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney, where they've been proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for 27 years. Cloudy skies for this Friday, a high of just 41, and northwest winds today still gusting up to about 20 miles per hour. So, again, another cooler day. It's still breezy out. For tonight, cloudy, a low of 29. Thankfully, winds calming down tonight. Pretty calm day tomorrow. It's nice and sunny out, a high of 47. Clouds tomorrow night, low of 36. And then Sunday, partly sunny and 57. I think Sunday, at least just eyeballing this forecast, we have not got our outside Christmas lights up yet. Sunday looks to be the day. Partly sunny and 57. Pretty nice day coming up on Sunday. Current conditions here in Sigourney, Iowa. Humidity at 85%. Winds are northwest at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. The barometer at 30.16. Dew point at 31. And currently, according to the National Weather Service equipment here in the Oski Dental Studios, we do have 34 degrees under a cloudy sky. Your weather sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Earlier today, we put up our This or That. This or That brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. Another Thanksgiving-related This or That. Oh, man, pumpkin pie all the way for me. Just set that piece of pumpkin pie down in a thing of Cool Whip, and I am in heaven. Pumpkin. I like apple pie, but if it's Thanksgiving, I mean, it's all about the pumpkin pie. Don't even bother with the apple pie. Just bring 2 pumpkin pies. Pumpkin pie and Cool Whip. That's the way to go. That's the only answer to this or that. There's only this. If anybody answers that, I don't know about you. So think about that. That's our This or That for today. We thank Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty. That went up at 6 a.m. Go put your comment on This or That. It's okay if you like apple pie. You're just weird. Amy Salon House and Spa in Sigourney sponsoring our question of the day, which goes up at noon. And the question is, do you watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? Is it like a staple of your Thanksgiving Day? Do you get up and specifically watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? I don't make a point of it. I mean, if it's on, it's on. I might catch a little bit of it, but it's... Where's it at? Like New York City? I don't know. It's not a big deal to me to see the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, but maybe it is for you. So we'll find out when that question goes up at noon today. We thank Amy's Salon House and Spa for being our sponsor of that. Let's take a look at our tournament. We are in the championship, people. It, kind of played out as I thought it might. The For the Fun of It tournament for November, sponsored by Colbert Feed. And they are your horse source in Keokuk County. They've got horse feed, dog food, cat food, bird food, all at Colbert Feed by the Expo in Sigourney. So check them out for your feed needs. 2000s, best 2000s TV shows. We've been concentrating on between the years 2000 and 2009. So we're down to the finals. Grey's Anatomy against Friends. Thumbs up for Grey's Anatomy, heart for Friends. I have not checked the voting on this this morning, so I don't know who's ahead right now. You got till 6 p.m. to get your votes in for this championship match. Thumbs up for Grey's, heart for Friends. Without looking, I'm going to predict that Friends will be the winner, but it'll be close. So that's my thoughts. Friends beat Breaking Bad, so... Broke my heart. Love me some Breaking Bad, but Friends Grey's Anatomy, that is our matchup. Let's take a look at the overall brackets. That's how the whole thing played out. We're down to Grey's Anatomy against Friends. Again, voting till 6 p.m. We thank Colbert Feed in Sigourney for sponsoring this month's tournament. Colbert Feed, by the way, one of your locations to register for the Santa Steve stocking. Colbert Feed among 20 locations that you can do that. So get in there to Colbert Feed, sign up, and buy some feed for your animals. They've got you covered. Where should we go from here? Let's hype up what's going on today, which is Friday. Iowa Music Showcase at Barn Wired in Sigourney. The rockin' and roller, Paul Michael Davis, going to be hanging out today from 11:30 to noon, as we've been mentioning all week long. He's the guy on the right side of your screen there. With the cool aviator sunglasses, the hat on backwards, the beard, Paul Michael Davis. He is a fun guy. We're going to have a good time today. 11:30 to noon, live interview, live music from Paul. And you can see that in person at Barn Wired in Sigourney. You can watch it online, however you prefer. It'll be a little bit more calm today. Last Friday was Rural Road Trip, and that place was crazy. Today shouldn't be so bad. I mean, we hope to have a good crowd, and we hope that you're there with us. So watch online, watch in person at Barn Wired. Tonight, we have got some basketball action for you tonight here on Steve Shetler Media, kicking off that big schedule of games as we're focusing our winter months on North Mahaska, Sigourney, and Pekin basketball games and their opponents, which include a bunch of area teams like North Mahaska and Montezuma tonight. That's a girls' game, JV at 6, followed by the varsity game. We'll have both those games for you here on Steve Shetler Media. We've got Sigourney at Keota coming up on December 3rd. We'll have, teams like HLV, English Valleys, Cardinal, EBF coming up later on our schedule. So BGM going to be on the schedule. So Oskaloosa also on the schedule. So a great lineup of games and teams for the high school basketball schedule for this year here on Steve Shetler Media. We kick things off tonight. Josh Clubb and I will be on the road for the North Mahaska Montezuma girls game. So tune in starting at 6 with JV tonight here on Steve Shetler Media. Then coming up tomorrow morning, we've got a loaded show for the sports section live at Barn Wired. Get up on a Saturday, get on up to Barn Wired for some coffee and breakfast at Barn Wired and watch the show. This is another show. You can just pick your table, watch the show live as it happens. We've got Chloe Glosser from Pekin Cross Country. She was a state qualifier, had a heck of a year running for Pekin. So Chloe going to be our guest tomorrow morning to kick things off. And then we're going to be talking Hall of Fame football after that. Of course, Andy McGuire is your host. And we're going to have a set full of Sigourney Keota Hall of Fame football coach and players. Coach Bob Howard making another appearance on the sports section. So we've got the Hall of Fame coach Bob Howard. We've got Hall of Famer Chris Kaufman from the 1990s. We've got Hall of Famer Derek Greiner from the Sigourney Keota program from the early 2000s. And then the new Hall of Fame inductee as of tonight, when that happens, John McLaughlin for Sigourney Keota, who, man, that guy could run, could score touchdowns, just a bunch of amazing former football players and Coach Howard tomorrow morning, live on the sports section. A rare, as we've been saying, it's a rare opportunity. Rarely are you going to find those four particular individuals all in the Hall of Fame, all in one room, all on one show. So tune in or be there in person. Sports section tomorrow, Barn Wired in Sigourney. It's going to be a special show. Let's take a peek at our community calendar right now, as it is sponsored by Enchanted Events, located just south of Sigourney on Highway 149. You can book your events at Enchanted Events. Maybe you got something coming up this holiday season or in the new year. Maybe in the spring you'll have like a wedding or a graduation. Maybe you've got a birthday coming up. Enchanted Events is the place to book your event. Contact them for whatever your needs are. On the community calendar, I was just at Heartland Humane Society in Ottumwa yesterday for my weekly pet. So we'll put them up. We'll give them some love. You're running out of time to take advantage of their November dog adoption special. It's all dogs 40 pounds and over, half price. So they're full. You know, you walk into the Heartland Humane Society, and they've got a sign posted that they are at maximum capacity right now with dogs and cats. So they've got, obviously they have a bunch of dogs and cats to choose from. So if you're looking to adopt, you're ready to adopt, maybe you want to foster one of these dogs, maybe see if it's a right fit, you can do that. Check them out. Check out the dogs. We had, the dog was Roscoe, was our weekly pet this week. So check out Roscoe and all the other pets at the Heartland Humane Society. Take advantage of that November special right now. And tell them Steve sent you. Tell them you saw their stuff here on Steve Shetler Media. What else do we have going? Do want to put the spotlight on Keokuk County Historical Society and Museum. If you want to help them preserve our history in Keokuk County, let's see here. They are fundraising to digitize the archived newspapers of Keokuk County. Some of the grants that they have applied for require matching funds, and you can help with that by donating. If you see that QR code in the bottom corner of your screen there, you can scan that with your phone right now. That'll take you to where you can donate online. So help them out. Help them meet the funds that they need, and let's help preserve some of the history of Keokuk County with the Historical Society and Museum. And then finally on the community calendar, another thing you can help out with is preserving the Santa and some of the Christmas decorations around the square in Sigourney. They've got the hometown holiday events coming up. What is that? Next weekend already? So if you like, the Santa is kind of, you love him or you hate him. Some people think he's scary looking. But whether you love him or hate him, he's in need of repair, and so are the most of the city decorations for Christmas. So if you want to help donate, again, there's another QR code there that you could help donate and preserve what we do in Sigourney, Iowa, here in Keokuk County. So hometown holiday, several events coming up next weekend here in Sigourney, and if you want to help donate and put some funds towards restoring some of our decorations that are, they're tradition here in Sigourney. So help donate. Help donate there. So that's some of our events on our community calendar here on Steve Shetler Media, brought to us by Enchanted Events. I think we got through most of it. I do want to put some love. They've been advertising this week Pink Friday. Going on in Oskaloosa. Today, starting at 10 a.m., a bunch of different shops in Oskaloosa. They're called Experience Oskaloosa. These different shops have teamed together to promote small-town shopping in Oskaloosa. So Pink Friday, put on by Experience Oskaloosa, that starts today in Oskaloosa at 10 a.m. That is an event, Pink Friday, a nationwide event dedicated to celebrating and supporting small and local businesses. So check that out and save. I know they've got a great gift basket that they're going to be giving away that you can sign up for. So check out Pink Friday in Oskaloosa. Let's go ahead and do our birthdays. Birthdays, hometown, real estate, realtor, or realtor, Nikki Leathers can help you out. Hometown-re.com is the place to go for the listings and more information for hometown real estate. Let's start with our hometown birthdays for this weekend. We've got my buddy Nathan McDonald. Nathan was a kids captain for the Iowa Hawkeyes last season. Nathan McDonald has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Nathan. Sierra Davis, one of the Sigourney volleyball coaches, Sierra, has a birthday today. We've got Tri-County's Scott Edmondson with a birthday tomorrow. Also, a former co-worker of mine, Amanda Braden, with a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to you, Amanda. Luke Hames, a former neighbor of mine. Luke, and a pro wrestling fan. That's kind of how Luke and I have bonded. We're both wrestling fans. Luke Hames with a birthday tomorrow. We've got my old classmate, Nikki Talbert. You may know her as Nikki George here in Sigourney. Nikki with a birthday tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we've got, Tana Huber. Love you, Tana. Tana with a birthday coming up on Sunday. Celebrity birthdays for today. We've got Billie Jean King, 81 years old, from the world of tennis. Billie Jean King. She's got the glasses. She's got that famous look. Billie Jean King. Steven Van Zandt from the E Street Band. I think he's the bass player. He's the guy that always wears the the do-rag on his head. Steven Van Zandt from Bruce Springsteen's band, 74 years old. Actress Jamie Lee Curtis is 66. Mariel Hemingway is 63. Actor Mads Mikkelsen. If you don't know that name, which is a really cool name, if I could have a different first name, it would be Mads. Mads Shetler. Isn't Mads like a cool name? I'm Mads. Are you mad? No, I'm Mads. Mads Mikkelsen. He has been in some really good movies over the years. But he's somebody that kind of flies under the radar. But check him out. I like Mads. Tennis, Boris Becker. Boris Becker. Maybe him and Mads are friend. Mads and Boris. Mads is 59. Boris is 57. Then you got the Incredible Hulk Mark Ruffalo, the actor from The Avengers, 57 years old. And also from The Avengers, we've got a bunch of Avengers today. Scarlett Johansson, the actress, is 40. So those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Okay, shall we bring my face back? Hi. Good morning to you on this Friday. Did I say it was the 21st earlier? I hadn't flipped my calendar to today. I think I may have mistakenly said it was the 21st. It's the 22nd. Friday, November 22nd. On this date in history, 1718, the pirate Blackbeard, Blackbeard was killed on this day in a battle off of the Virginia coast. Hey, they made him walk the plank. Blackbeard. His real name was Edward Teach. Blackbeard sounded a little bit more threatening. He's dead. He died back in 1718. On this date in 1896, George Washington Ferris died at the age of 37. That was just a few years after he invented the Ferris wheel. Don't know if he fell off the Ferris wheel or how he died, but regardless. 1906 on this date, the International Radio Telegraphic Convention, that's a mouthful, adopted SOS. SOS as the new standard for a distress call. I think I've talked about this before, but at least when I was a little kid and had like a radio, like a little boom box, if you turned, I think it was on the AM dial, if you turned it all the way to the left with your tuner, you would hear, you'd hear like SOS over and over again. I don't know if that's still the case now or not. Try it. If you have like an old radio, just tune it all the way to the left, as far as you can go, and you'll run into the distress call. At least that's the way it was when I was a little kid. Let's see here. And also, it was on this date in 19... Let's see, what year was it? 1963. Sad day in American history as President John F. Kennedy was assassinated on this date in 1963. So I'm sure if you were around at that time, you remember that day quite clearly. So one of the sad days in U.S. history. And then also on this date, to get a little happier, on this date in 1995, Toy Story, which was the first fully computer-generated full-length feature film, Toy Story, opened in theaters in 1995 on this date in history. Today is, on the National Day calendar, it's Go for a Ride Day. So get in your car and go for a ride. Shotgun. It's National Tie One On Day. It's National Jukebox Day. Maybe while you're tying one on, you can listen to some songs on the jukebox. And then it's also, Barf-O-Rama. It's National Cranberry Relish Day. I saw Neil Crott in the comments earlier. I bet he's celebrating Cranberry Relish Day today. He likes weird things that I don't like. Speaking of cranberry relish, you might be eating some cranberry sauce coming up here in just a few days. We are just 6 days away from Thanksgiving, people. Sound the alarm. And we're a week away from Black Friday. We are about to take the big dive into the Christmas season here, folks. So we're not too far away. All right, before we go any further, let's hear once again from our headline sponsor, Brothers Market. Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191. Experience Oskaloosa presents Pink Friday. This Friday, November 22nd. Doors open at 10 a.m. in Oskaloosa at Untamed Nutrition, Stepping Stones and Eagle's Nest, Stella's Salon and Boutique, Shop Gen Miracle, Salvage Designs, Muse Music Store, LaRue and Company, Hunter's Gifts and Cafe, Aesthetics by Lily, Brushed by Jude, Book Vault, Betsy's Boutique, and Barn Swallow Flowers. Check out these stores for more details. Pink Friday is a nationwide event dedicated to celebrating and supporting small and local businesses. And be sure to sign up for the Pink Friday giveaway basket valued at over $700. Experience Oskaloosa with Pink Friday this Friday starting at 10 a.m.
The 2024 Iowa Nouveau from Tassel Ridge Winery is an excellent wine for your Thanksgiving dinner and the turkey leftovers. It's a fruity red wine with enough body to complement the big flavors and stuffing, cranberry salad, and candied yams, while not overwhelming the light flavored turkey and mashed potatoes. And it's made entirely with grapes grown in Iowa. The 2024 Iowa Nouveau is a great wine to accompany your Thanksgiving dinner. The 2024 Iowa Nouveau is on sale at the winery and at several of our retailers. Plan to pick up a couple of bottles of the 2024 Iowa Nouveau for your holiday meals. Tassel Ridge Winery is located in Lighton on Highway 163 between Pella and Oskaloosa, and is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 6, and Sunday from noon to 6. Check our website at tasselridge.com.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more, plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug, it's more than a drugstore.
Thank you for calling the City Cinema Mega Multiplex Du Quad Triomni Theaters, where we always give 100% except when you're asking for a refund. Now playing, The Land of Oz is terrorized by a witch made entirely out of straw in Wicker. A cannibal says he always hated his wife in Gladiator 2. And which M&M does Santa always reach for first? Find out in the new documentary, Red One. So, if it's been a long time since you've enjoyed a great night out filled with top-notch entertainment, you must be a regular here at your nearest City Cinema Mega Multiplex Du Quad Triomni Theaters. Thank you for calling.
I love that theater. They have the best movies. Gladiator. Oh, we do thank Brothers Market and Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. And, of course, Oski Dental. I was going to put the Oski Dental logo up. There we go. Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. So we thank both Brothers Market and Oski Dental for being big parts of our show. Thanks to absolutely all of our sponsors. You know, the ones that do the commercials, the ones with the rotating logo down here. Of course, Brothers Market up here, Oski Dental back here. Down here, we've got the Brothers Market doing the old spinneroonie. Got the Oski Dental down there a little bit further. So yeah, thanks to everybody for making our shows possible on Steve Shetler Media. Shall we do some things you need to know? Probably. Some things you need to know. Whoa. Whoa. Ellen DeGenerate and her wife, Portia, have moved to rural England, and the couple plans to never return to the United States. See ya. Speaking of which, if you're upset enough about the last election to leave the country, like Ellen and Portia, if you want to go to Italy, there's a town in Italy called Ololai. Ololai, Italy. Oh, do you want to come to Ololai, Italy? They say, come on over. They have a special website set up offering homes for as little as $1. So move to Italy. Get out of here. See ya. Other things you need to know, as you probably have heard, Matt Gaetz announcing yesterday that he would withdraw himself from consideration to be President-elect Donald Trump's Attorney General in some political news. Now, also, if you're a fan of President-elect Donald Trump, you know he's got the merchandise. He's got the merch. Everything you need from his own line of Bibles to sneakers to watches to cryptocurrency. Now you can get the Donald Trump limited edition 45 guitar. An electric model emblazoned with an American flag and an eagle on the body, and Trump's Make America Great Again slogan inlaid into the neck. So if you want a Donald Trump guitar, you can buy one of those. Let's see here. Oh, comes with a $10,000 price tag. But he did sign it. So, I mean, $10,000 for a guitar. I don't know about that. Hurricane Helene, of course, it caused all sorts of damage earlier this year. Also responsible for a Christmas tree shortage in the southeast. So Hurricane Helene was a Scrooge. What a jerk. Let's go to Florida. Florida. A Florida man has been charged in a plot to bomb the New York Stock Exchange. According to the documents, Haran Abdul Malik Yanir worked with several FBI informants and undercover employees, telling them that the stock exchange, quote, we want to hit that because it will wake people up. So terrorists, they stopped that guy, but they are eyeballing the New York Stock Exchange. Sounds like Elton John's multi-million-dollar musical, Tammy Faye, has announced that it's closing. That was just 5 days after opening night. So that was a bomb.com. How about Democrats? Democrats, I don't know who did this poll, how many people they asked. I don't know the specifics on this. All I got was the very least information. Democrats were asked who they would like to run for president in 2028. Surprisingly, shockingly, according to this poll, at least, they chose Kamala Harris again after she just got soundly defeated. That was followed by, not surprisingly, from California, Gavin Newsom, and Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. So who knows? 4 years away from that, so we'll see what happens. Jessica Simpson, she's heartbroken. She is now separated from her husband, Eric Johnson. Last I knew, wasn't she married to that other guy? I can't even remember his name now. They had like the reality show on MTV. She went through him, and then she went through another guy. They made it about 10 years. Let's see here. Who would possibly drink something called Pepsi gingerbread soda? Not me, but evidently that is a real thing, just in time for the holidays. Pepsi gingerbread soda. Let's see here. In 2 days this week, Mark Zuckerberg's $68 million. And I'm not talking bad about Mark. Obviously, I'm on Facebook. So I'm not trashing you, Mark. This is just the news story. Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook fame drove his $68 million private jet so much that it has burned through 7,200 gallons of jet fuel and released 70 tons of CO2 into the atmosphere. The Meta CEO has been shuttling between California and Hawaii. So, yeah. People talk about the jets and fuel and the atmosphere and all that stuff. How about a volcano near Iceland? It erupted, or I should say near Iceland's capital, which is like Ice City. What is the capital of Iceland? I don't know. Ice, baby. It erupted on Wednesday night, the volcano. That would be the 7th such eruption since last December. So that volcano is angry. It's sick of being cold, obviously, in Iceland. So it's just wanting to warm things up a little bit with some lava. And then also, Guinness World Records Day was, Wednesday? I didn't know about this. This wasn't on my days that I announced. Guinness World Records Day. In London, they celebrated Guinness World Records Day by getting the world's tallest woman together with the world's shortest woman. So the world's tallest woman is just over 7 feet, 7 feet, 0.7 inches tall. She met with the shortest woman, who is 2 feet, 0.7 inches tall. So I had to make quite the photo opportunity. Shall we go to today's impossible question? Today's impossible! Nick Lachey. That's question. I don't know what that other word is, Amber. Is that like the capital of Iceland? Reykjavik. Today's impossible question is how to say Reykjavik. All right, our impossible question is, doing this could save more than $650 a year in grocery costs. What do you think? Doing this particular thing could save more than $650 a year in grocery costs. Think about that. Let's go to our comments. Let's see who's in the comments this morning. Bubby, number 1. You're number 1. Patrick, number 2. We got Dan, we got Jackie, we got Sherry, we got Amber, we got Ron, we got Sandy, Sherry, Jackie, Neil Cratchit with his green bean casserole, barf. Pat, Leilani, Nancy, Sherry likes the Sigourney Santa. Yeah. No, not eating is not an option there, Patrick. You got to eat. How do you save $650 in grocery costs each year? According to this, it's going vegan. Vegan. Is it vegan or vegan? Whatever it is, it's wrong. Eat meat. I'm going to say vegan. So save $650 a year in grocery costs and just don't... Is that what being vegan is? I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't eat the meat. Let's get... weird.
That is weird.
Let's get weird. There's not very many good weird news stories today. This isn't really weird. It's just kind of news. A sheet of metal from the retractable roof of AT&T Stadium fell onto the field of the Dallas Cowboys game on Monday night as the roof was being opened. According to a statement, no one was hurt by the falling metal. Before the game, the stadium's retractable roof hadn't been opened for a Cowboys game since October of 2022. Strong winds were reportedly to blame for the metal falling from the roof. So kind of a scary situation there. I wouldn't want to be hit from a piece of metal falling from way up. I don't know. How about this for a news story? A stranger who drove off in a car with a 5-year-old inside has insisted that he was saving the boy instead of abducting him. Now, it is an interesting story. This is in Australia, mate. A father had left his son inside his running car while he went into the gas station at about 8:45 a.m. I don't know, here in the last few days. When he came back out a few minutes later, his car was gone with his son inside. Panic, of course, set in. Well, a man had hopped off his motorbike. So a guy pulled up to the gas station on his motorcycle, saw the kid inside the running car, walked over, got in the car, and drove off with the 5-year-old in the back seat. The thing is, of course, everybody freaked out. They thought this guy had just abducted the 5-year-old. The thing is, the guy drove the car to the police station where the dad was waiting, reporting the situation. And the guy claims he was just doing a good thing by helping this kid out that got, was in the running car while his dad was inside at the gas station. So, I mean, that's a weird way of trying to help out by stealing the car with the kid inside. I guess if you kind of see through the blurred lines there, I guess he was helping out, kind of. He probably could have done it in a much easier way. And the dad that went inside and left his kid in the car was not the smartest thing to do. But I don't know. It's a weird situation. It is weird. How about this for being weird? Some people in Rome, you could call them Romans, people in Rome furious about an insulting deal to allow tourists to dress up as gladiators and do fake fights inside the famed Colosseum. Critics say the deal between Airbnb and the Colosseum will trivialize the arena, transforming it into what they would call a theme park, and offending the dignity of the most important monument of ancient Rome. Now, of course, Gladiator 2 coming out in theaters. Let's see here. So Airbnb has agreed to donate $2.3 million in American money to the Archaeological Park of the Colosseum to upgrade a permanent exhibition inside the amphitheater. In return, 16 Airbnb customers will be able to put on sandals and helmets and take part in fake gladiator fights in the ancient arena. So the locals are not happy about that, thinking that they're kind of mocking the tradition and the history of the Colosseum and the gladiators. I can see that. But if you have enough money, you can basically do anything in this world. Let's see here. Good morning to you, Anthony. Yeah, Amber, they should have Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson in the Colosseum, gladiator style. We'll see if Mike Tyson holds back in that one. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. Let's go to Germany. Germany said damage to 2 underwater telecommunications cables linking Germany to Finland and Sweden to Lithuania is sabotage. Sabotage. In an incident reminiscent of a 2022 bombing of some pipelines in the Nord Stream pipelines. 2 cables, which run between the countries through the Baltic Sea, went dead on Sunday and Monday. Lithuania said it is looking into the incident and had increased naval patrols in the area. They say, quote, nobody believes that these cables were accidentally cut. So sabotage underwater with those cables with Germany. I don't know if we're going to have a good news story today, so we're going to skip over that. We're just going to jump right into the duh. How about that?
Duh.
Plus,
Duh.
We're running kind of long today anyway, so we'll just skip to the duh. A New Jersey. I'm just waking here, Ma. A New Jersey school district admitted this month to mistakenly releasing to the public a list of students whose families had opted them out of sex education classes. Cherry Hill Public Schools in New Jersey shared the list in September of 2023 while responding to a public records request. The request was seeking information about how many families had opted their children out of sex education classes after the state adopted new standards for the subject. This is according to the Philadelphia Inquirer. Now, they said they had blacked out the names of the students, but somehow, some way, the names of the students and their families also got released to the public. So I don't know why this really matters. Who cares? I mean, I think the kids cared. It must have been embarrassing. So they're getting in trouble. The school district getting into a bit of trouble for mistakenly releasing that list of students whose families opted them out of sex education classes.
Duh.
They're just going to have the birds and bees talk at home, evidently. They didn't want to do it in class. Hey, let's take a look at our forecast one last time. It's sponsored by the Garden Gate. And, of course, they are right here in Sigourney. Cloudy today. What you see outside is what you get. Cloudy skies, northwest winds gusting up to 20 miles per hour, and a high of 41 degrees. So not very warm today, and cloudy and kind of gloom and doom today here in southeast Iowa. Once again, we do thank Brothers Market. They are our headline sponsor on the Morning Wake Up. Find them on the west side of the square in Sigourney. And savings are made simple. Make sure you download their app. Again, we do thank Oski Dental for sponsoring the studios. Give Dr. Dan a call. Schedule your appointment at 641-673-4845. On the video schedule, let's take a look up at the video wall for today. Fridays are fairly calm. We will have In Remembrance Of, as always, at 8 a.m. 11:30 today, before we skip that, 9 a.m., we'll have the Montezuma Public Library. Christine, the librarian at the Montezuma Public Library with the Library Buzz coming up at 9 a.m. 11:30 brings us the Iowa Music Showcase. We'll be live at Barn Wired with Paul Michael Davis. At 5 o'clock, we'll have Country Music News. 5:30, Successful Farming. I guess today isn't that calm after all. Today's pretty busy, video-wise. 5:30, Successful Farming. 6 o'clock, or a little bit before 6, we'll be live from North Mahaska for basketball. First basketball game of the year here on Steve Shetler Media. North Mahaska girls will have the JV game at 6, followed by the varsity game after that, so tune in. And then, of course, tomorrow morning, sports section live at Barn Wired. So lots of stuff. Yeah, lots of stuff coming up today and this weekend here on Steve Shetler Media. All right, you guys have a great day. Be safe. Be good. We'll be back here on Monday at 7 a.m. Bye-bye.